Hi guys, and welcome back. If you're new, my name is Ashley and this is Agent Renovation. At Agent Renovation, we share behind the scenes of everything you need to know to get your real estate agent life in order and easily. So in today's video, we will be sharing with you behind the scenes of our guide. I will open up and show you the inside, what I included, what I think you should include, and I'll just show you exactly how it's formatted and how we laid ours out, because this has been a winning piece of marketing in our winning strategy for my real estate team. In real estate, I have always believed that new agents are extremely disserviced and honestly kind of set up to fail when they begin real estate. Everyone goes to school to get a real estate license, and they learn about a lot of things like law and mortgages and things that you're never allowed to use or quote when you're a real estate agent, because you're not a mortgage broker and you're not a lawyer. The problem is, what you're not taught is how to do and how to create the things that you actually need in your business once you become a real estate agent. So I used to be a single real estate agent, and then I opened my own office and I trained my own team. And through training my team, I realized how set back new agents really were. And so I would hold the hand of my new agents and I would teach them step by step how to set up their marketing material. And this allowed me to raise an entire team that had never even sold real estate before. Because when these agents came to me, they allowed me to teach them step by step how to set up their marketing material, aka their winning pieces and their winning strategy. All of my agents were successful within the first year. And now I'm gonna share behind the scenes with you. Everything I learned while building the team, and show you the behind the scenes of the marketing material that I won't be needing anymore, but I know has so much value to all the new agents out there. Let's take a look inside. It is a 4-page document, but a 2-page fold. So all you have here on the exterior, let's have a look. You've got the cover where we have our logo. I suggest you always have your logo front and center. Your logo is actually more important than your name. People will recognize you in your farming area based on your logo long before they will ever recognize you for your name or your face. That's just the way it works. Now, underneath the logo, we've got our team name and the word real estate. When you're producing any marketing material in any industry, you want to call out your audience. And what that means is you need to put something front and center that calls out the people you're speaking to. Speak directly to your audience. So if you're speaking to buyers, say buyers. If you're speaking to sellers, say sellers. On all your marketing material in real estate, it is wise to put real estate. Make it very clear that this is a piece of marketing material for your real estate company. Just like when we go to the door, we don't bait and switch, we announce ourselves as realtors right away. And that's because the customer doesn't then get a chance to say, who are you or what do you do? If somebody has an opportunity to ask you who you are or what you do, you've missed the mark in communicating. Those questions should be answered before the prospect or the client ever has a chance to ask those questions. So it's your job to make sure you communicate clearly so they know exactly who you are and what you're up to. This is a piece of real estate marketing. Thus, it says real estate right on it. Underneath, we've got what we call a call to action. It says, if you want to sell this time, list with the Yarn Group. And the reason we have that on our mini seller's guide is because these are what we use to approach expired listings. When we're going to expired listings, we don't always want to hand out our big 8-page seller's guide that's thick cardstock. Some of those marketing materials cost $7, $10, $15 a piece. Now, you could spend that, but if you're gonna hit mass amounts of expireds on your expired farming day, something this simple, you'll see this is just a nice thin glossy page, is much more cost efficient and will get the job done for you. So I recommend using these for people you meet, at your office window or at expireds or anything where you're handing out a lot of them really quickly. If you're going to a listing presentation, a sit-down interview, you want to use your proper seller's guide. So once you open up this seller's guide, let's look inside. On the inside, we had a picture of our original team, front and center, to show the size of our team. Then underneath, we wrote your neighbors, friends, and your local real estate experts. We wanted to call out our audience and let them know that we're actually part of the community. We're also their neighbors and their friends. Side note, making sure that people know that you're actually a resident of where you farm is a good strategy. People are more obligated to be polite and less likely to be rude to you or anything more than that. If they know you're a neighbor and you live in the area, they will be running into you again. So letting people know that you live in the area you farm is always a wise strategy. Underneath, we've got, we believe in exceptional client care, and we've got a little write-up here about the ARM Group, the team that I was running before and operating, and what we value. So you should always have a mission statement or a note to your sellers here, a note to your community. On the right-hand side, we skipped a lot of the kind of major parts. You can see here, this page of marketing got condensed into here. We didn't include everything about Chinese marketing and move out, move in lists, because these are more things that we're handing out quickly, whereas these are handed out at listing presentations, so we know they're moving at that point. This is more of your soft first touch. So in here, we've got the ARM Group marketing system. You can put your team name or your personal real estate name, and then your strategy for how you're gonna sell that home. Let them know what you're gonna do as their agent. Now, as you know, I don't believe in all the bells and whistles, so be clear and concise with your communication. Say exactly what you're gonna do and nothing more. Don't overpromise. Don't say you're gonna do things you don't do. And don't oversell yourself. Some people try far too hard with their marketing page, and you have to keep in mind who your audience is. Yes, if you're going to an audience of a 20 or a 30-year-old customer, then maybe they'll be wowed by pages and pages of social media and stats. But often, most of my prospects are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and older. And that's not gonna relate nor drive home. Although I do let them know that we do online marketing, they're more interested in what I'm doing in print form. As you know, I do believe in modern real estate as well as traditional real estate, and I try to blend both. But in my seller's guide, I highlight my traditional real estate more than I do my modern real estate, simply because I know the customer and the consumer I'll be sitting down with when I review these documents. So I highlight the very best. You don't always want to say everything you're gonna do. You don't need to outline every little thing. Outline the most important things that you want them to know and recognize. And then on the back, we've got what makes us different. Tell your prospect or your clients why choose you. What's different about you compared to the sea of other agents in the herd? There are so many agents in every city. So all you need to do is figure out what your unfair advantage is. What's that one thing you're really good at, or those things you do very well that other agents in your area don't do, and figure out your what makes us different plan. Write that out. Also on this side, we've got testimonials. Testimonials are always powerful. Testimonials are social proof. They are proof to your neighborhood and community and your prospects. Bob and Sally down the street chose me, so maybe you should choose me too. Or Bob and Sally down the street trust me, so you should trust me too. Social proof in your area especially is very powerful. If your customers are okay with it, and make sure you ask ahead of time, you can put their name dash where they live. I wouldn't write an entire city. Like I wouldn't say a review by Jason and write North Vancouver, because anyone living in North Vancouver is not gonna be wowed by that. But I farm in Deep Cove and Dollarton, so if my reviews said Jason-Dollarton resident, that would be really powerful, because then my prospect would see I sell homes in Dollarton. And they will take that to mean that other people in the neighborhood have trusted me, and they are more likely to trust me with their home as well. Now, as we've explained, this is not our typical seller's package that we take to listing presentations. For that reason, that is why we include what's your home worth in today's market. We consistently review published annual, quarterly, monthly, and daily reports on the Greater Vancouver real estate market. We also comb through recent sales in your neighborhood or your building to research the sales history, adjusting for variables such as square footage, lot size, views, and conditions, etc. We have access to the most comprehensive data available to answer any questions that may arise. So you might be asking, if this is a seller's guide, why are we offering to pitch them and figure out what their value of their home is? A lot of times we leave this without getting to speak to the owner. So we will leave this at expireds, or we'll leave this maybe in our front window in the box sometimes. As you guys know, we rotate what we put outside. And for that reason, they still might be considering contacting us to figure out their value of their home. So we put that there. Unlike in our full-size seller's guide, we don't have that section, it doesn't exist. And the reason is because this is what comes when we're sitting down with the owner in their home. If we're sitting down with them in their home, we're actually there to deliver the price. So that step does not need to be included in the full-size version. I hope you guys enjoyed having an inside look into my mini seller's guide and what we include in our handout version of the seller's guide that we use for expired listings, going in our box, or anytime that maybe we're just door knocking an area. Sometimes you may want to hand these out even when you're door knocking. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and if you would like to get a copy, a template of our mini seller's guide, you can look in our links below. We've got links to tons of Canva templates. We are here to share everything we've ever done. Oh, and don't forget, our door knocking masterclass has launched. So if you want to become a master at door knocking, click the link below and get yourself signed up for Agent Renovation School. I can't wait to see you win.